Hello?
So just for the record, even though I'm giving you a phone call, that does not mean we're back together. And I just actually wanted to tell you that I'm never going to be talking to you um, like like forever. Okay? So this is for realsies the last phone call. Okay? But like if you were to call back, I would still answer. But like after that, for sure, for realsies, it would be like the last phone call. Maybe except on your birthday. I guess that would be alright. But whatever. This is awfully complicated. Alright. But I guess like what I'm trying to say is. Bye.
Well, whatever the hell that was, I guess we'll find out if that's true. Today we're going to be doing If You're Not Talking With Them. Well, based on that phone call, sounds like I'll be hearing from them. Anyways, for this particular reading, you can find the timestamps down below in the comment section. Just look for my name. It'll be highlighted and pinned. Show more info, you'll see all the blue links there. Alright? This reading is about an ex-partner. So if you don't have one, then this reading may not apply. Alright? If I don't get your story today, just remember, folks, there's a lot of tarot readers on YouTube. There's something for everyone. Alright? Don't force the story. If it doesn't make sense to you, it's just not your day. Alright? I just want to give a shout out and a thanks to all the great people that show up on my channel and leave likes, comments, and give constructive feedback. Alright? You know who you are. I love all of you and I appreciate it, alright? I understand I don't get to every person's comment, but I do make an effort to try and at least comment back on some of your comments. But again, thank you for all of you that keep showing up, especially for the people that have been, watching my videos for years at this point. So, love all of you and thank you. Alright, last but not least, if you need to get a hold of me, my email is in the description box of this video. You can contact me there if you need a personal reading or you have any other constructive criticism. Keyword there is constructive, all right? If it's just spam or something ridiculous, then I'm not going to respond to it. Also, the closed captions are a hotly requested thing for these videos. I guess some people really pretty much have to have them in order to watch a video. I understand that. I do enable them for these videos, but please keep in mind that YouTube takes 24 hours to process these videos. That is completely and entirely outside of my control. It's the reason why it takes longer than some other videos on YouTube is, one, this is a live recording, so the minute that it's done, YouTube has to process it, and given that these videos are like 2 to 3 hours, it can take, unfortunately, 24 hours, all right? But yes, I do enable them. You just have to wait if you want to use them, all right? Apart from that, I think that's it. Let's check the stream. Figure out if we're good to go. Hopefully we are. All right, looks good enough. Great. All right, let's start with Aries. Aries is for... Oh, shit. Aries! How are all of you doing? How are you all doing? All right? Talk about the person our Aries are not talking to. Who is this person and what can we know? What can I know? Person our Aries aren't talking to. So it says a Knight of Cups. This is apparently somebody that either A, wants to come towards you, or attempted to. So, without any other information, it's a positive card. It could just suggest right off the bat that it was somebody that attempted to shoot their shot. How that came across, who knows? You know, in tarot, the Knight of Cups is supposed to be pretty romantic in some ways, but you know, with these days, it's normally more like somebody messaging you on Facebook and just saying, "Hey, want to like hang out?" You know, but back in the day, men used to try a little harder. All right, so, anyways, how about this person that potentially approached Aries or wants to approach Aries? How do they feel towards Aries currently? This person that's not talking with Aries. This person sees a potential with you. Whatever you're doing, it apparently is attracting them, Aries. It's suggestive they see some sort of opportunity here. Where exactly they're thinking it'll go, I don't know. Ace of Wands is very favorable to you here because, again, it does kind of describe somebody that wants to do stuff, not just sit around and speculate about dating, but maybe potentially try and lead it in that direction. That's one possibility, but at lightest, it's probably just someone speculating. I feel this could be something really good for me and Aries. Just got to get her or him into the coffee shop. All right. Again, I don't really know if this was just a rejection because it is an X reading, but the way this looks could even be a new person. Tell us more about this person that is not talking with Aries, that wants some sort of opportunity with Aries. How do they feel? Wow, this person really wants to come towards you. The Knight of Wands. Once again, this is not supposed to be a new person reading, but this energy could apply to that. It may be somebody that is on the back burner. But I still have to ask the question, if that is true, why wouldn't you know about it? This energy seems highly suggestive of somebody that would probably even initiate it themselves. So the alternative to this is that it is just that, an X that wants to come back into the picture. Either they've already, attempted to shoot their shot and it failed, or they haven't and they're anticipating wanting to. Why are they not talking to Aries? This person that's not talking to Aries, why are they not talking if they're so interested in Aries? So we get the Hierophant. I'm going to put that back because there was two cards that came out and they kind of, one flipped over, I don't know what it was. Why are they not talking with Aries? It says Ten of Swords reversed. So the problem with this card here, Aries, is it's suggestive of the Ten of Swords occurred at some point. To what degree? I don't know. This card is not positive because it tells us that whichever way it happened, there was some separation or an ending. So we can kind of rule out at this point. Well, we can still consider it a new person for some of you, only because if you came out of something, basically a relationship, and it was a bad relationship, then this person may be looking at it, maybe it's not the best time to approach you, even though they want to. On the flip side, if it is an ex-partner, then this is somebody that, I'm assuming, ended things with you, and for whatever reason, I don't know. But with this particular card, it suggests that there was some degree of drama or friction. On what scale, I don't know. You'd be the judge of that. But it's holding them back, essentially. It's suggesting with the reversal of this card, waiting for the swords to come out. So I'm assuming that whatever happened, this person may still be concerned that whatever that event was is still tainting the situation or could taint it. However, it's also possible this person is just unsure if you're over something. It's hard for me to know if this was another relationship not relating to them or it is related to them. All right. What can Aries expect from this person that's not talking to Aries that wants to come towards Aries? What can Aries expect? It suggests that this person will still approach you, Aries. Wow. I guess you got lucky today, didn't you? All right. That's what I got for your reading here, Aries. You have a very interested Tom or an interested Susie, depending on what gender role you side with. But whichever way you want to spin it, for some of you Aries out there, there is a person it's suggesting here that is interested in you, waiting for you to get over something, and intends to approach you. If this person did approach you with this Page of Pentacles energy, it's highly suggestive that what they're really wanting to do is this, which is chemistry energy, all right? But their approach with this Page energy here is going to be very pansy-like, in my opinion. Hey, Aries! I don't want to set you off, because I know the last person, got buried in the backyard, but hopefully that won't be me. But, want to go on for a drink? Or something? Don't kill me! Hopefully it's not a person that is lacking confidence. But on a positive note, this Page is somebody that would be trying to establish some sort of trust with you, initial trust. Don't want to rock the boat too much, because Aries might panic and run. Alright? But this Page energy can also be, in some ways, similar to the Page of Cups, where it's a bit of a peace offering in this scenario, because it is somebody that is like trying to demonstrate that they're not just trying to jump the gun, and instead actually trying to communicate with you like a civil person, in hopes that it will gain some sort of confidence out of you to pursue it a little further. But it's the safer approach, in my opinion. But anyways, behind closed doors, if that goes to plan, then this is where they're going next. So it's a win-win for you as far as I see it. All right, thanks for watching, Aries. If you enjoyed that reading, perhaps consider leaving a like. I'd appreciate that. All right, let's go to Taurus now. Taurus. Tell me about the person our Taurus are not talking to. Who is this person and what can we know? So you split the deck on the Two of Cups. I'm going to take that. And we have Fool here. Okay. Wow, we have the Six of Pentacles too. This is suggestive of, well, I had this for Aries where it suggested like it could be a new person, even though this is not a new person reading. But I'll speculate it could be the same situation here. So this could be an ex or a new person that is wanting to have a new go with you, essentially. The Fool is strong for somebody deciding to roll the dice and just see where it goes. All right. This is probably suggestive with the Two of Cups. They've either had a relationship with you that they enjoyed for who knows how long, because obviously it ended at some point if they're an ex. But it's either that or they want to revisit that relationship. All right. The Six of Pentacles is good because it's suggesting they would probably be willing to invest resources into it or be generous to it. All right. What would have renewed their excitement here is a mystery. I have no idea. So again, in summary, it's either a new person, it's suggestive here, that wants to take a go with you, or it's an ex-partner, which this reading is primarily about. All right. Tell me about this person that wants another go with Taurus, or wants a relationship with Taurus. How do they feel towards Taurus? So it says Seven of Pentacles. Okay. How else do they feel towards Taurus? So we have Judgment here. Why is the Seven of Pentacles here? Sorry, cards are malfunctioning here. Why is the Seven of Pentacles in this person's... So we have full reverse there when I split the deck. I'm going to take that. Okay, we don't actually need more clarifying cards. This is highly favorable to you, Taurus, because what it's suggesting is somebody that is reflecting on the past about something that didn't work or it didn't start, or it's somebody that wasn't so they were engaged with you but decided not to take it very far. All right. When the Fool's reverse can tell us about a person that was concerned about taking a chance or they didn't really want to risk something. Now, yes, in some cases it can be a worsening of the energy, but not in this scenario. All right. So the Fool here is telling us that this person, whoever they are, I'm assuming interacted with you, dated you, did something, but for whatever reason the relationship ended, there could have been some type of doubt on that person's side. Either A, they felt that the connection wasn't going to go far, or B, they weren't sure if this was right for them, or C, there was some other external factor or problem complicating things for whatever reason. All right? Or perhaps there was some other situation going on that they decided to pursue and they were like, this isn't it, for whatever reason, or they didn't want to take a chance with you. All right? Use your imagination. But whatever the case is, they're looking at that, and as you can see in who this person is, Fool, something's changed in their mind, essentially. And the Seven of Pentacles is good because it's planting better seeds. So one would ask if this person is looking at you and trying to figure out a different approach to the situation or the possibilities of what it could be, or maybe there's things that they missed. All right? Whichever way, again, you want to interpret what I just told you, the moral of the story is it is somebody that is reflecting in a positive way towards you. All right? It's basically saying they see potential. And how they see that, I don't know. The Judgment here is also suggestive of, again, aligning with the Seven of Pentacles energy, that they see some vision of some sort that could lead to a new beginning. You, me, we could be something. Just don't know what that is. And that's we try it. Why is this person, if they're interested in Taurus, why are they not talking with Taurus? So we have the Nine of Pentacles. Why is that an issue? Tell us about the Nine of Pentacles. Actually, I'm going to take that as just by itself, because this can suggest this person's wondering if, either A, this person's wondering if you are single and ready to mingle, or B, you're even probably interested in something long-term. This card is one away from the Ten of Pentacles, which is a long-term relationship, even marriage. Either that, or there is still, despite what I just told you, there is still some questioning on whether you're it. All right? The one little problem, Taurus, with this energy is that this is like suggestive of a person that's seeing potential with you. But the problem is it doesn't guarantee that what this person's seeing is actually going to come to fruition. All right. The other aspect here to consider is that if this is an ex that's had time and distance away from you, then this is like what, the common rose-colored glasses, where they're time and distance away has eliminated all the bad or whatever issues there were, and now we're just left with the good. So it's pretty much, one of those scenarios where somebody, of course, is going to look at the situation favorable. Why? Because you haven't been in the picture. There's all the drama or whatever it was is gone. So this is, with this Nine of Pentacles, in my opinion, the way I'm looking at it is that it is somebody that is on the cusp of considering you as somebody they really want to be with. All right? Now, I think the way that I worded it there, the only downside is some of you may be like, I've got an option, blah, blah, blah. But I don't think you should look at it that way, because it is, people change with time. All right? And, telling somebody, hey, I want to be with you forever until you die and go in the grave is a big commitment. So, if that's really your intention, is to have a till death do us part relationship, or maybe it's just my forever person, then yeah, you want to ask questions and know that you're right for each other. There's no point committing to something and then you tearing each other's heads off down the road. So I think this person's trying to at least just make good decisions. It would be suggestive here, Taurus. They're looking out for their future, would suggest, and potentially with you in it. Just the question is, they're just a little hesitant on whether that would be a good decision or not. But all signs are suggestive you're showing up favorable to them. But again, despite all of that, this Fool reversed does again tell us that something in the past obstructed things from going in this direction once before. So this person's aware of it, it suggests, and they're thinking about it. Okay. Why did it fail last time? Why did they walk away? Or why didn't I take the chance? That's the part that they're hesitant about. All right. But who knows? Maybe whatever problems there were in the past have now since gone. Okay, so it could be a different scenario this time around. What can we expect from this person that's not talking with Taurus in the near future? Okay, it says Four of Swords reversed. So this doesn't really tell us definitively if they're going to come towards you or not, but it is implying a high chance they will, because the Four of Swords reversed is moving on past whatever. If there was a timeout or a recovery period or whatever, that's an exiting of it. So, and this person's energy is aligning with somebody that would be coming out of some type of waiting period. All right. I still maintain overall, I think this person will make an appearance. In what way, I don't know. All right. The only way that you may not hear from this person is if something changes their mind suddenly. I don't know. For some of you, it could be like, hey, I just found a new person. That could change it. Or B, I never want to date ever, forever, ever again. This person might look at that and be like, oh, okay, well, maybe I won't come around. Or maybe you post, I just want everyone to know how much I hate my ex-boyfriend or my ex-girlfriend. That could probably have an impact in their decision. Or I live in a rock and I just want to keep it that way. That could also influence their decision. Anyways, that's what I got for you, Taurus. Overall, I don't think it's a bad reading. It's really just going to depend how things play out. All right. Again, for a lot of the reasons I just described. All right. Good luck to you. I think this person has strong interest in you. That's the good news. We're going to Gemini now. Gemini. Gemini. Tell me about the person our Gemini or Geminis are not talking to. What can we know about them? So it says 10 of Wands reversed. So this is a person you basically gave up on. You just stopped trying. You don't want to put any more effort into it. this likely suggests that whoever this person was either someone that frustrated the living daylights out of you, or it's just somebody that you put in a lot of effort to try and make it work, and it just didn't. It didn't want it to work. Tell us about this person that Gemini had a hard time with. How does this person feel, the one that they're not talking with? How do they feel towards Gemini? So we have Ace of Wands. How else do they feel towards Gemini? So we split the deck on Four of Cups. That seems right. Take that. One more card. So we have Ten of Swords here. Why the Ten of Swords? The Knight of Swords. This is a person here, Gemini, that basically would like to discuss something that happened. All right. So my assumption is, with this Ten of Wands reversed, it was likely a scenario where you engaged a person that it probably should have, you know, from your perspective, you just wanted it to work. You put in effort, and you're expecting that the other person would too, and maybe it would go somewhere. But instead, you found yourself doing a hell of a lot more than you're supposed to, and then there was runaround or problems, or this person wasn't keeping their word, and 1 minute they told you they were going to do this, then they did that, and then you were trying to argue with them or make sense of what was going on. It could have been a host of things, but whatever the case is, it became frustrating at some point, suggestive here. Now, this person feels that they should go and probably discuss that with you, or maybe bring it up. My assumption is that by doing that, it would engage you and them into a conversation. All right? Probably because they already know that that's something that you're immediately going to jump to. Like, it's an inevitable thing. I have to basically discuss it. In my opinion, the only reason this person's doing this is probably because they have to. They already know that if they don't, then you're not going to be interested in talking. All right? Either that, or they're just anticipating it's going to be a problem. All right, so this is immediately going to be for a Gemini that obviously was dealing with someone like probably quite difficult. All right. Besides that, this person does want to inject some energy into the situation, at least get something going. All right. As I said, I think this is just really, really, in my opinion, just an excuse to try and start something with you, or get you talking again. All right. We have Four of Cups here. This probably does suggest this person has been thinking about the situation on and off. All right. They may miss things about you, Gemini. All right. Like, probably aren't enjoying a timeout or a time away from you. Based on this energy, I'm assuming it has to be somebody that you've had some sort of interaction, at least within the year. All right. Tell us about this person that is interested in Gemini. Why are they not talking with Gemini? Person that's not talking with Gemini. Why? Why are they not talking with Gemini? Nothing? Why are they not talking with Gemini? So it says Two of Cups reversed because the connection's over, it says. All right. What can we expect from this person? Well, it suggests love is on this person's brain. All right. This person has a strong suggestion that they're going to, like Aries and Taurus reading, they want to come back around. And by coming around, do a little bit more than just say hi. All right. I don't think this is a guarantee, Gemini, of somebody that's for sure wanting to have a relationship with you. It's suggestive that that's where their mind's at. All right. My assumption is that the way they'll approach this, if this happens, is that they will, with the Knight of Swords energy, you'll get some type of contact unexpectedly, which can happen with that energy. And again, if you've had problems with this person, I'm guessing there'll be some explanation, or they'll talk to you about it, or address something they know is going to bother you, or explain maybe their behavior, why they did what they did, whatever, I don't know, something, all right? Something to get the ball rolling. If you respond and go along with it, that is their entry point to basically keep talking. This Ace of Wands, though, you have to remember, is not forever. It is a push of energy, and the only reason somebody would be doing that is to see where it goes, all right? If this isn't successful and it doesn't lead to anything more than just maybe some minor banter or talking, or you're not interested, then this will quickly go reverse, all right? And nothing will happen, all right? This person seems to be looking for a relationship. I'm guessing you're it, or you're somebody that would like to re-engage in a relationship. But whether that's actually going to happen, who knows? That's what I got for you, Gemini. Good luck to you. Cancer. Alright, this judgment really wanted to come out on who this person might be. Alright. So judgment is positive here, Cancer. This is suggestive of a person that I'm assuming wants to have a new start with you. Alright. Judgment can be a new beginning, but it can also be a declaration of some sort that something about them, or maybe the situation or wherever they're at in life, has changed, and you would be great to come along for the journey, right? Tell us about this person that's made some sort of declaration towards Cancer. How are they feeling towards Cancer? Death, again, that's positive here. And how else? Wow, this person really thinks you're all it, Cancer. Okay, well, let me actually, I don't want to say dumb it down, but let me just take it back a notch here, all right? This is likely an ex-partner that sees high potential in you for being a long-term mother, or I guess if you're a male, you can say a father. All right, Pentacle energy is great. Whether it's the king or the queen and it's upright, it's suggestive of long-term things. All right, you're that type of person that could probably clean the shit out of that diaper. All right, or maybe you were just, you and them would synergize well with each other. All right, the death here though is telling us, again with judgment, somebody that's probably looking at a new chapter. But in writing that new chapter, you kind of have to move past the old chapters, right? So this is a person that's kind of like, hey, whatever problems or issues we had, let's just leave it there. You know what happened. I know what happened. We've discussed it. Let's not keep reliving it. All right, let's move on past that. So this is somebody that essentially wants to potentially reconnect. What's really, again, driving this? It's likely because this person has some, and this is probably somebody that's in their 30s, maybe in their 40s or 50s. I wouldn't really expect this kind of energy as someone that's in their 20s. Unlikely, but it's possible. But it's somebody that's, again, thinking long-term things. All right. Why are they not talking with Cancer if they want to have a new start with Cancer? So it says the Ace of Pentacles. So this person is just looking for the right opportunity to do so. What's holding them up for that? What's complicating this Ace of Pentacles? The person that's not talking with Cancer, what's complicating the Ace of Pentacles? It says the Ace of Wands. I don't know what it's truly trying to say here, Cancer. It's just saying, it's basically just suggesting that this person's like looking for the opportunity or awaiting it or something like that. All right. I don't know why I wouldn't just do it. What? What is the issue around the Ace of Wands for this person? So it's saying Seven of Swords. It doesn't help us at all. What is the problem around the Ace? What? How do I ask this? That's the problem. I'm trying to figure out a way to ask the tarot. It's basically saying there's an issue around this. So these should be founding cards, and it's saying there's a problem. What's blocking the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands? Temperance. Trying to resolve something or make something work or balance out. So it's almost like implying like it's not the right time. Or they're gauging whether it's like... It's almost like there's certain things going on, maybe where you're at or they're at, and it's just not the right time. Anyways, in my opinion, that's pretty much irrelevant because it still suggests that this person will come toward you. What is this person's intentions towards Cancer in the near future? What can Cancer expect? Wow, this person really wants to come towards you. We got 10 of Cups here. So, whichever way we spin it, you've got somebody here that, in my opinion, has already experienced a deep connection with you. Alright, this 10 of Cups energy tells me that there has already been a bond between you and them. So, it's really just picking up where we left off. Right? So, likely a person that, one, you for sure had a romantic bond with. B, you must have, for some of you, even had children with the little cubs there. Not all of you, but high potential children. And 3, this is somebody that you're familiar with. That's the most important thing. So it's like they could literally just slide back in and it would be like the next day, it's just like you've known each other forever, right? It's like nothing ever changed. You know, it could be one of those situations. All right. So, what else can I ask? I think that's pretty much it, Cancer. I do anticipate this person's going to come around. All right. Leave me a like if you got something out of that. Good luck to you, Cancer. Leo! Alright, tell me about the person our Leos are not talking to. Who is this person and what can we know? What can we know? Okay, 3 of Swords reversed. This is great. Because it suggests if here there was a separation, it's ended. It's been over. Alright? The worst is over. That's what it's trying to say. Alright? still a little bit vague though, Leo. Tell us about this person that's not talking with Leo, this Three of Swords reversed person. So we have Five of Swords reversed, good. And what else? How else do they feel? We also have Queen of Wands here. I'm going to split the deck. I'm going to take that as a top energy. Wow. And we have Justice. Sorry. Man, these cards are just ridiculous sometimes. Sorry. I just don't want to shuffle back sometimes. Whoever this individual is somebody that has high interest in you. Alright? It's your own energy with the... Well, it's not technically your energy, but it's close enough. Queen of Wands. Alright? High chance this person has some type of physical attraction to you or sees certain qualities about you that are very alluring to them. Alright? Doesn't mean to say you're perfect, and I'm not saying you are, but there's just probably certain features you have that are alluring to them. What those are, who knows? Alright? Five of Swords reversed and the Justice is telling us somebody that probably had some friction with you, some problems, doesn't want to have any drama. This person wants to make things right, be fair, be balanced with you. This is really somebody coming back, trying to keep it neutral, keep it civil, not rock the boat too much, and resolve any issues if there was some. Alright? How long? The problem with this energy is how long will it last? I don't know. What is the reason they're not talking with Leo? It says because of the Lovers reversed. Alright? So, this person may feel that the situation between you and them is just over and it's not going to happen again. Alright? The Lovers can talk about, for some of you, karmic soulmates and, you know, twin flames, or people that you had strong chemistry with to the point of falling in love with them. But the reversal here is telling us something went wrong. Either they chose somebody else, or they weren't really sure if this was it for whatever reason, or you guys started to go down the road of, you know, quarreling over stupid stuff. Who knows? Maybe, who knows? I mean, this person could have even engaged in an affair for all I know. But whatever the case is, something went wrong here. We already know that with the Three of Swords. And I'm assuming this was upright at some point. So there was high chance of quite a bit of drama for some of you. For others of you, it may not have been as chaotic. But whatever the case is, it's a person that's had friction with you. All right? They're seeing that as a bit of a complicating factor here. So what they're really wanting to do is come make things right. So it's entirely possible this is somebody, for some of you, you're still mad at, or you're annoyed at, or they're kind of in their head thinking that, like, well, Leo's probably still, you know, ticked off at me or something. High chance also if there was, for some of you, if there's game playing going on here, you know, maybe they were spying on you or being jealous or something like that. That caused more friction after the connection ended. Maybe that's also something this person's aware of and they're like, well, if I come back right now, it's going to cause more problems. What is this person's intention towards Leo in the near future? What can Leo expect? The person that's not talking with Leo, what can Leo expect? This person really has strong feelings for you. Alright, and we have Five of Pentacles reversed. This is an overwhelming suggestion. This person intends to try and reconnect with you. Alright? Again, the core driving reason why this person would even remotely come back or be driven to want to come back is because of this. They're seeing qualities about you that are either alluring to them, seductive, or, again, some sort of emotional drive is behind it as well. Alright? Water and fire are very compelling reasons in the tarot for somebody to pursue another person. Oh my god, my nose is itchy. Is that the spiritual thing going on? Somebody told me that when my nose itches during a reading, it's a spiritual thing. All right. Whatever the case is, this is a very favorable reading to you, Leo. All right. How this person will intend to come back, I don't know. And this, just because they even want to come back to you, all right, is not a guarantee, because the problem is the energy changes all the time and something could derail this. But right now, per the reading, it's suggestive they have interest in you. All right. There is complicating factors here. So unfortunately, that could be a problem, because it's really going to be how this person decides to approach this. You know, just because they want this doesn't mean they're going to get it. All right. Yeah, that's what I got for you, Leo. Good luck to you. Hopefully this person is, I don't know, it could be something positive for a portion of you. Ugh. Virgo. Tell me about the person our Virgos are not talking with. Who is this person and what can we know? What can we know? So it says Ten of Swords reversed. Okay. So the only thing I can conclude here, Virgo, without seeing anything more, is it's a person that either you had an ending with that was not so good, but whatever the case is, swords coming out. It is somebody that wants to heal, mend the situation, move forwards, or move past whatever this was. All right? All right? Knight of Swords was the wants to come out. We're not going to really take that, but I'm going to put it as a top energy. I think this person may want to talk to you about it. All right? Yeah. And also with Ten of Swords, it's really going to vary from person to person. So on the lightest, it's just someone that may want to discuss why they left. For others of you, this could go as far as if something highly negative occurred in whatever it was that caused you guys to go your own ways. It may be to discuss that or at least address it. All right? Why this person would do that? Probably because they feel they have to. All right. Tell me about this person that is not talking with Virgo. How do they feel towards Virgo? This person wants another start with you. With the Ace of Pentacles. They're hoping you're going to put your hand on that pizza just as well as they will. Just as much as they want to. All right. How else do they feel towards Virgo? Says the Ten of Swords reversed. So this person wants the swords to come out. Again, have a new start. Why are they not talking with Virgo? So it says Queen of Cups reversed. This person's concerned that you may not care anymore. They just don't care about me. Probably because whatever I did really pissed them off. So, in all seriousness, this person may have concerns that however things played out the last time probably did some damage to your emotions or your feelings towards them. All right? Translation, you may be a bit salty or a bit cold towards them. Bummer. What can Virgo expect from this person that clearly wants to come back to Virgo? So we split the deck on Six of Swords. I'm going to take that. What else? Give me a wild card. So we have Hangman. Why the Hangman? We have the Queen here as well. Card comes over Hangman. So this is all positive. What it's saying here. So you have the Hangman going to the Knight of Pentacles reversed, and we have the Six of Swords. This person, whoever they are, intends to basically try and look at why things didn't move forwards the last time. With this Knight of Pentacles reverse, can talk to us about a situation where they already did this and it progressed forwards, and then for whatever reason it stopped, stalled, or it wasn't going in the right direction. The Hangman can tell us this person is looking and evaluating that and trying to make sense of what went wrong. All right? Whichever way we spin it, though, you need two people if you want to attempt that again, and this person intends to pull you on the boat, and I guess even take your little one if you got one. And I guess I got some extra room in there. You can put them in there. Good thing I didn't bring my small boat. Otherwise, would have to left them in the island, you know. I don't really know if I should abandon my child. Hopefully, this person's not like that. But whatever the case is, overall, Virgo, good reading. It does suggest for some of you a person that had a relationship with you. It stalled, stopped for whatever reason. Okay, it ended. How badly it ended is going to be different for every or all of you. All right. What's stopping this person is they're concerned about your emotional, I don't know, if you still really care or have romantic interest towards them. Some of you may not. Some of you maybe do. All right. But I anticipate this person will attempt at some point to try and make some contact just to kind of break the ice and see if you're going to bite. If you do, it would suggest that this person is going to look at what didn't work and I'm assuming try to improve it or at least attempt to take it in a different direction. Whether you play along with it is another story, because Lord knows if you don't get in that boat, it ain't going nowhere. So that's what I got for you. Take it or leave it. Leave me a like if you got something out of that. Libra. Tell me about the person our Libras are not talking to. Who is this person? What can we know? So 3 cards come out. It says the Eight of Swords, Chariot, and the Hermit. All right. This is suggestive of somebody that's, it doesn't tell us a great deal here, Libra, other than that it's a person with the Eight of Swords energy is thinking a lot, all right, in their mind, especially with the Hermit here. The Chariot can talk about obstacles or challenges, all right. Even though it's upright, it generally can suggest with that card pushing or breaking barriers. Excuse me. God, I'm being silenced by Libra. You will not talk. I'm just kidding. It can just talk about somebody that is looking at some type of challenges or something like that they're speculating or looking at or thinking about in regards to you. All right. Tell us about this person that's not talking with Libra, that's speculating about problems they either had or will have. Alright, it says 10 of Cups, and their feelings are reversed though. How else do they feel towards Libra? 5 of Swords reversed. Tell us about what is the problem with the 10 of Cups reversed and their feelings. We have Death here where we split the debt. That's a problem. There's also Ace of Cups and Temperance. I want to take that though. But what is this telling us? What it's suggesting here, Libra, is it's kind of... I don't want to say this energy is good, but it's not bad either. This person is looking at the situation from a very neutral standpoint, right? The Five of Swords reverse is probably telling us they don't want any drama with you. Good, right? The Ten of Swords, or Ten of Cups reversed, though, is a problem. Because what that says is that whoever this person is recognizing that there's some sort of emotional, romantic loss when it comes to you. Translation, you and them probably don't feel the same way about each other as you once did. Alright? So, this can tell us that at some point in time, it was upright. There was some kind of connection that you guys shared, and you were on the same page. But with the reversal now, it's kind of telling us that at some point down the road, when you guys were together and things started going south, that connection started to dissolve, all right? And with it went the emotions and the chemistry. That's a big problem, because if it cannot go back upright again, this will never work in a million years. The death can tell us, though, that their solution to this is putting all that baggage behind you guys, and essentially there's only one thing they can do, and that's try to make another platform for you and them to maybe try and repair this, all right? The statistical odds of a couple reconciling and doing this, though, is very hard, all right? But this is probably why they're in their mind about this, and also the challenges of how to do that. So what am I trying to say here? It's not as simple as just showing up and saying, hey, want to hang out. This person's aware that there's issues that are going to have to be worked out. Tell us about this person our Libras are not talking to. Why is this person not talking with Libra? Why? Seven of Pentacles reverse shows up. That's not good. Tell us what is the issue around the Seven of Pentacles reverse? Queen of Wands reversed. Oh boy. Alright. So, this may be a wrench here, Libra, because what it's basically suggesting is that I don't know the full extent of how this played out and to who this even applied to, but the Queen of Wands reversed can tell us about a queen, likely suggesting you, that either didn't want to play ball or is no longer putting energy into this person, all right? How does this sometimes happen? It happens when this queen at some point was very intrigued by the connection and was putting effort into it, but for some reason decided to not to anymore. Now, a lot of you are going to cite a laundry list of reasons on why that was, which is fine, all right? But whatever the case is, this person's looking at it and saying that has been a problem. And going to the Seven of Pentacles reverse can talk about bad seeds being planted and being replanted again. This is basically saying there's a concern that nothing's going to change, all right? So why is that a problem here? Because this person's looking at a scenario where how do I come back with Libra and make that work and not have the same problems reoccur again? They're not seeing a solution here. That's what's stopping them from, I would guess, coming towards you. It's in their mind, like saying, well, there is a possibility of this working out again, but the problem is they're seeing that something on your side where there's going to be either a compliance issue or you're just not going to play ball, all right? And for some of you, it may even be repeating behaviors or patterns that they've seen that they know they're almost banking on that you're going to do. So they're seeing it as a complicating factor, all right? And again, this is not to hate on you Libras. I'm just telling you from their standpoint, so don't shoot the messenger. All right, that's my impression of it. What can Libra expect from this person that's not talking with Libra? Well, so we have the High Priestess here. That's not good because that's suggesting silence. But why silence? So Five of Swords is here too, and this was here as well, but it was reversed. I'm going to split the deck. And Knight of Pentacles reversed. I'm going to take that. Because that would make a lot of sense. Why not just, what is this person worried about if they just, why not just, the person that's not talking to Libra, why not, what are they concerned about if they just reached out to Libra? Well, I mean, I suppose it already tells us, but what factor do they think, the person that's not talking with Libra, what factor do they think is going to play into causing the Knight of Pentacles reversed and the Five of Swords? The Hierophant reversed. So that is a problem. Because what it's basically saying is that this person's, there's some part of them that's convinced that things will go backwards and there will probably be drama again. All right? Even though they're wanting that not to happen, they're worried that it will happen. The Hierophant reverse can kind of suggest to us that you and them have different priorities and different values that aren't aligning at some point. Like, the weird part about this is that even though I say that, it doesn't mean to say that you guys are leagues apart. It's saying that you may have a lot in common with each other and get along with each other when things are going well, very well, or things can be very good, right? But it's kind of referencing, at least from this person's perspective, that there's certain things, or however you guys look at it, whether that's long-term planning or what you value as a person or what your priorities are, that are different. You're seeing it one way, they're seeing it another way. And high chance, if I'm right, they will see that you have certain things about you that they disagree with, but you'll look back and say the same thing, that no, actually, it's you. It's one of these scenarios. And the problem with those scenarios is that they rarely ever work or resolve. All right? Because the only way to resolve it is somebody has to literally cave in. All right? So, for this particular reading, I don't think it's going to go anywhere. The other readings have suggested somebody wanting to come back. This reading is way more complicated. This sounds like a problematic scenario, but what's the good I can bring out of this? It is a person that sees potential with the connection, and it could actually work, but there's these other complicating issues that are almost, this person's pretty much almost anticipating will happen, and there isn't a way to resolve it. So, as I said, maybe there is if they're just somebody's going to compromise, which this reading probably suggests that's not going to happen. All right. Let's go to Scorpio. 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 Tell me about the person our Scorpios are not talking to. Who are our Scorpios not talking to? Card comes out. Says the Eight of Cups reversed. Alright, so this is a person, to apply, it's a situation that you've visited more than once. Alright. The Eight of Cups reversed is likely suggestive here of something where you and them dated, it ended, and then you probably try to reconcile, make it work, it ended, and this may have happened twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, who knows how many times, alright? But the problem with the Eight of Cups reversed energy is it's oftentimes people coming back to a situation with problems that probably weren't fixed, and then the same things happen all over again. So it becomes a very unfulfilling situation, even though the intention is for it to go in a different direction. All right. Tell us about this person that's not talking with Scorpio, showing this 8 of Cups reverse energy. How do they feel towards Scorpio? Lovers, this person has strong chemistry with you. Again, would match with this energy because somebody would have to have this kind of energy for them to keep coming back. How else do they feel towards Scorpio? So this is suggestive of potentially a toxic scenario. Says the 7 of Swords. As I say, toxic. All right. Why the 7 of Swords in their feelings? 2 of Cups. I don't know what this person... And we have the Knight here. Look at that. Strong energy. So this is actually not bad. With the 7 of Swords, it's suggesting there's some type of scheming around coming towards you again. This Knight energy is someone that wants to invest the energy, be charming, or do things towards you that would probably get you to be interested in some sort of connection. All right. This is positive and favorable to you, but what is the problem here? The Knight is energy suggesting of someone that's temporary. But the only thing... So normally I would say this is probably somebody that just wants to, you know, explore if this could be a thing and then bounce out if it doesn't. But given that we've had somebody that has had some history with you, it's suggesting that they really do want to restart something here. But this is a problem because it's telling us that this very thing probably happened in the past already, potentially more than a few times, and it didn't work then. So why would it work now? Whatever the case is, this person doesn't seem to be asking that question, or concerned about it, for that matter. Why are they not talking with Scorpio? Says 3 of Swords reversed. So if this person left the situation and caused some type of, like, you know, because the 3 of Swords is a pretty negative card in the tarot. It can talk about pain after separation, heartbreak, anger, annoyance, frustration with something, being disappointed. They're waiting for that to blow over. So high chance this could be a frequent flyer or frequent reoffender. This is like that couple that basically is highly dysfunctional and says, yeah, we just like that. That's what we do. Okay. Tell us about the person that is not talking with our Scorpios. What can our Scorpios expect from this person? Card comes out. We have the Page of Pentacles. Again, this person will come around. The energy is highly suggestive of them. Right. I said this for one other reading. With this Page energy, it's going to be a, like, I put in my Sunday best and try to make a good impression. But really behind closed doors, this is really what they're wanting. Just got to get that foot firmly wedged in your apartment door so you can't close it. And then they're going to give you a sales pitch on why you need to know about this. If you get in a relationship with me right now, through this exclusive offer, I can give you 20% off of your dinner tonight. Alright, so that's basically it there, Scorpio. You've got somebody that wants to come around good. It sounds like it's a person you've had problems with before. Some of you may not want to deal with that, and some of you may. Alright? Let me actually ask that. Oh my god, my nose is itching. Like crazy. If this person that's not talking with Scorpio comes back around to Scorpio, what will Scorpio likely do? It's suggestive. Some of you are going to take that offer and be interested. All right. How do I think that this will play out? It's highly suggestive if you have had chemistry with this person. It's predicting you're going to basically cave into it because this person probably already knows what you like. Or I'll shut up. Or shut up. That's all I got for you. Spirit's like trying to shut me up. Like, stop spilling all the beans. Just kidding. You've said enough. Sagittarius. Tell me about the person now Sagittarius are not talking with. Who is this person and what can we know? We have the Knight of Cups. What else can we know about this person? So we have Eight of Swords reversed. Whoever this person is somebody that essentially just wants to come towards you. All right. It's kind of implying with this Eight of Swords reverse Sagittarius that this is a individual that's had a time period thinking about probably approaching you. The reversal here is suggesting they've come out of that, and this is the person that would like to approach you. All right. This person that's not talking with Sagittarius, how do they feel towards Sagittarius? Empress, highly favorable to you. How else do they feel? Ace of Swords. Again, this person wants to talk. I think with the Empress here is high suggestion that they have attraction to you. All right. Depending on where you're at in life, all right, this could be for some of you a strong suggestion that this person sees you as somebody that could be good for either having children with or having some sort of long-term gig with. All right. Sorry, let me just let the dog out here. Tell me about the Ace of Swords. Again, so we have Two of Cups here, and we have the Devil reversed. So the Ace of Swords can tell us about someone that feels they need to clear something up with you, or illuminate maybe their intentions, or make something known to you, or again, inject some sort of transparency. The Devil reversed and Two of Cups is talking about somebody that would probably be trying to say, hey, I'm a different person, or whatever problems or issues we had are gone with that Devil reverse there. I want to have a connection with you again. All right. This Empress might even be suggesting of someone that wants to compliment you or remind you or let you know how much they're attracted to you or something along those lines. All right. The Devil here can, again, be a suggestion that perhaps there was behaviors or traits or things about this person that were not appealing to you or caused problems in the past. Or maybe it was, I don't know, maybe it was problems just in general between you and them. This can be someone that's wanting to kind of discuss about a new direction, a new beginning, or a new way of living, or let's try this. I know it didn't work out the last time, but, you know, I just found out that I'm like a multi-billionaire, and so I guess money can buy happiness. Do you want to join me? Would Sagittarius be interested in this person if they had millions of dollars? Said you would come out the cold real quick. Wow. I'm just kidding. All right. Why is this person not talking to Sagittarius? Well, we have the page there. I'm not going to take that. Why is this person not talking to Sagittarius? use a different deck. So it says the moon. So we are going to take this page above the moon. So the moon energy can talk to us about somebody that's unsure, or there's something that's kind of causing them to be hesitant or doubtful, right? Things they don't know about, perhaps where you're at, maybe if you're with somebody, maybe if they should. There's a lot of possibilities there, all right? This can be also suggestive of a timing thing on when it would be right to approach you, or even how. Sometimes it can be something as simple as like, what is the best way to come towards you? All right, they may not know, or perhaps again, there's things I'm not aware about that are going on that are causing a bit of a roadblock. But whatever the case is, the moon can again kind of tell us that there's some doubt a little bit, or something that this person's hesitant or wary about. All right. The moon can also be sometimes scenarios where this person's thinking something's happening or going on when it's not. All right. But with this Eight of Swords reversed, there's still strong energy suggesting that irregardless, even if this moon energy is occurring, they still want to come towards you. What is this person's intentions towards... We have Three of Pentacles that wanted to come out. So this person really wants to mend things, work through things with you. What is this person's near future intentions towards Sagittarius, the one that's not talking with Sagittarius? Wow, we have the Queen of Pentacles. Again, strong suggestion that this person also values something about you that is good for them as a long-term partner. I just don't know what that is, but it's almost highly suggestive of features or traits or something that you do that could be good for that. All right, this person seems to value that, apparently. All right. I guess the only real limiting factor here throughout the whole reading is just this. Whatever this moon energy is to some extent complicating them coming towards you right now. All right, but I still think whichever way we spin it, this person will make some attempt to reach out to you if they haven't already. All right, good luck to you, Sagittarius. Leave me a like if you got something out of that. Oh, nose. Capricorn. Tell me about the person our Capricorns are not talking to. Who is this person and what can we know? So it says the Devil reversed. Okay. So this is suggestive of a person. This is Capricorn energy, but it was somebody that you had probably a little bit of a difficult connection with. All right, a lot of things with the Devil energy can tell us about third-party situations, cheating, affairs. Talk about drugs, alcohol, unhealthy scenarios that just went around in circles. You know, this can be again like people that are sometimes just really difficult or cause things to become stalled because they've got problems or mental issues. All right, but the problem is with Devil energy, it takes two in a connection to participate. So it can suggest that something dragged on way longer than it was supposed to. All right, and kept on going around in circles. But the only reason that would be happening is if both people found that they were getting something out of this, getting something from the connection. All right. This can be one person chasing after the other, trying to get them to love them, and the other person's playing hard to get. This can create devil situations because it's like a one-sided situation. Whatever the case is, it's showing reverse now. So that could have come to an end, I don't know. Or something changed. Tell us about this person that Capricorn had a hard time with this devil energy. How do they feel towards Capricorn, the person that's not talking to Capricorn? How do they feel? So it says Hermit. How else do they feel? This really wants to come out. Let me take that. So we have the Ace of Cups. Why are they in Hermit? So this person doesn't want to come towards you, Capricorn, with the Ace of Cups. So it's about the Hermit, and it says Devil again in reverse. So what's odd about this person's energy is that they are aware of some issue around the Devil energy as being a contributing factor either to why the connection suffered, declined, or never went anywhere. Whether or not they caused it, or both of you caused it, doesn't matter. They're looking at it as some type of factor that's important. Right? The Hermit, though, does tell us somebody that's observing it, reflecting on it, trying to recall from knowledge, you know, what went well and what didn't, what caused this, what not to do. It's trying to look at the road ahead. So they are kind of considering that as something important when it comes to you. All right, the Ace of Cups is probably suggestive that if they did come back around, that they don't want to repeat the problems from the past, or maybe they know they have to change something. Tell us about this person that's not talking to Capricorn. Why are they not talking with Capricorn? Oh, my nose is just killing me. It says the Page of Swords. Why is the Page of Swords a reason? Why is the Page of Swords a reason for not talking with Capricorn? It's saying something because they left the situation. I'm not 100% on that, Capricorn, what it's trying to say there. It is suggesting, so why they're not talking with you. It is something to do with them leaving or having to end the situation. The Page of Swords can probably suggest on what they would say. This person's not sure. It would almost imply maybe how to break the ice or how to discuss it with you. Because the Page is one to explore ideas. So if it's in relation to walking away, it's like exploring probably ways to discuss that with you or approach you about it. So this would probably have to be for Capricorn that it ended with, and maybe you haven't really had much interest to talk to them, or maybe you do, but you're just not, you yourself aren't really sure how to even approach this. What can Capricorn expect from this person that's not talking with Capricorn? It's one that was in the Devil energy with Capricorn. This person will present as King of Pentacles energy, so it's almost implying that this person will try and come in a more constructive manner, or I'm different now, and it also aligns with this Devil reversed. We have Chariot here. Why will they show up in King of Pentacles energy towards Capricorn? And Chariot. Why would they show up like that? Saying to keep the peace or make something right. This is strong suggestion. Whoever this person is, Capricorn, my assumption is that this person's looked at the situation and realized it's probably in the toilet. But if there was a chance of salvaging it, just coming to you with a cup isn't going to be enough. Alright? They probably think that in some ways by maybe discussing what happened might help a little bit, but at the same time what's going to be a bigger factor would be how they show up to you. Alright? As far as now I'm holding down a job, or I'm doing well at my career and I'm moving to this new place and basically trying to tell you about things that may interest you, to kind of suggest that I'm changed or a better person. That's my impression of this. They may feel that by demonstrating those qualities, it will be more appealing to you, and maybe it'll, maybe is the key word here, generate some sort of interest, you know, where it could go somewhere. All right, that's my guess on this. Will this person reach out to you? I mean, it's a 50-50. Given that this person's in this page energy, it probably suggests that they're intending to, but they're not exactly sure about something around the 8 of Cups. All right, that's what I got for you, Capricorn. Good luck to you. All right. Aquarius. Tell me about the person there. Aquarius. I'm not talking to. Who is this person and what can we know? Nothing? Person that's not talking with Aquarius, what can we know? So it says the Knight of Cups. So this is a person that apparently wants to come towards you, Aquarius. Alright, we'll also have Lovers when I split the deck here. So this person may be familiar with you quite fondly in some ways. Alright. Tell us about this person that's not talking with Aquarius. This Nine of Cups. Saying Wheel of Fortune in their feelings. How else do they feel towards Aquarius? We have Nine of Pentacles. Cookie! 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 We have some Black Cat power, Aquarius. Can you... What do you think? Can you read some cards for us? Not right now? Maybe later? Alright. Jeez, you weigh like... You probably need to get some Slim Fast or something. Shit. Alright. In this person's feelings, Aquarius, we've got Wheel of Fortune, Nine of Pentacles. This is favorable to you. Why the Nine of Pentacles? Why is this person feeling the Nine of Pentacles towards Aquarius? Five of Cups reversed, that doesn't help us at all. My impression here, Aquarius, is a suggesting of somebody that is waiting for something to change or happen without them actually doing anything. All right? This person may feel that either you or them is, you know, wants to be in a connection of some sort or sees you as bachelor or bachelorette material. All right, single, independent. But the Wheel of Fortune, the only problem with this is that even though it's a good card, it's implying in some ways like somebody that's, well, maybe I'm wrong about that, because it can imply that this person kind of feels like it's meant to be, or they're hoping something will go in their favor or something will change. All right. Give me another card for the person that's not talking with Aquarius. How else do they feel towards Aquarius? Queen of Pentacles again. So we're just going to put that over Nine of Pentacles. So I'm not going to change my answer in that. Why is this person not talking with Aquarius? It says the Lovers reversed. I have to assume here, Aquarius, that this is somebody that has, you know, with Lover's energy, that things were probably quite good between you and them at some point, but no longer. I had this for another reading where it was very similar. How it described why they weren't talking was also Lovers reversed. What is this person's concern with Aquarius? Their biggest concern is Ten of Cups reversed. In other words, that you and them, your romantic, the romance and the romantic side of you is probably no longer. Translation: you don't have any interest. All right. This is pretty serious energy in the tarot, and what that implies, at some point when you were with whoever this person is, there was either a lot of chemistry that led to some emotional bonding, or you just spent a hell of a lot of time with this person and got to know them quite well. All right. Whatever the case is, it takes a while and a lot of effort for that Ten of Cups to form. So when something breaks it, it's a real problem because it's not something that technically can just be like with a drop of the hat fixed. All right. This person looks at that as a concern because it's basically saying that even if they came back around in the picture, you know, is it just going to be like a buddy or a friendship kind of thing at that point? You know, you can't force somebody to love you anymore. I mean, especially if that ship has sailed a long time ago. What is this person's intentions towards Aquarius? It says Four of Cups, not doing much. Why the Four of Cups? So we get the Six of Wands horizontal. So this person just doesn't know if it's going to work or not. So the problem here, Aquarius, is you have somebody that has interest, good, but what's holding them back essentially is they're looking at whatever strong bond you guys had is probably no longer, which is, again, as I said, a problem because they're kind of seeing it from their standpoint that, well, it'll probably never go anywhere past friends. Or maybe just text buddies or something retarded like that. But the Four of Cups is showing the should have, the could have, the would have. Disappointment is also kind of like in my opinion, it's a little bit of a pessimistic negative card because it's kind of wanting reality to be different than it actually is. And it's like somebody that's like looking at it like more from the lens of, it probably won't work. I mean, it could, but it probably won't work. You know, no, my luck, it won't work. So what is the overall like issue that needs to be fixed here, Spirit? between Aquarius and this person. Saying Queen of Swords, Two of Cups reversed. And it went over the Lovers reversed. There needs to be a discussion of some sort of some clarity. I mean, I don't know in what regard, but the Two of Cups reversed, that's generally a split or separation. Why would that need to be discussed? And is it suggesting you, Aquarius? Why isn't the Queen of Swords and the Two of Cups reversed occurring? Why isn't that being discussed? Or why is it not being discussed, if that's the case? I've had Two of Swords reversed. So it's saying because of a timeout of some sort. I don't know if that's you, Aquarius, taking a timeout, or you're just kind of... I mean, the problem with the Four of Swords is it's a silence card. Talking about somebody that's just, I need time to heal, or I just want to, you know, or I'm done with that right now, just kind of keeping to myself, you know, being single. It's with the Four of Swords energy, it's a more of, like I said, a card where somebody's really taking their own time to themselves, reflection, or they're not really presenting themselves as somebody that's on the market, right? It's saying that that's a factor, and then it's signing back to this Queen, which Queens are always going to be the you guys watching, all right? And it's going to be Two of Cups reversed. So Queen of Swords would be someone from logic and reason on that side of the tarot energy. So that's talking about thinking or talking or clarifying something around the Two of Cups reversed, like relationship ending. So what does that mean for you? Somehow the tarot's pointing it as your problem or something you're supposed to do, Aquarius. All right? Maybe it's saying that because there's a snag here that's not resolving. All right? What happens if Aquarius just told this person they don't want a relationship? Then what? It says Two of Swords. I guess that would help them make a decision, because that is weighing out a heavy decision. Actually, I'll go with that, yeah. Because then, I mean, if you did tell them that, then it helps them make a decision. So, and went back to that Four of Cups. So I suppose in some ways it just gives them clarity, all right? I'm not saying to reach out to them and tell them that, but I suppose if this person comes around, just maybe make your intentions clear out of the bat, all right? But my impression is overall, Aquarius, I don't think this person's going to do anything, if I'm honest. It just kind of looks like they're hoping something will change. I don't think they have high confidence it will. All right, the situation looks a little stalled, if you ask me. What's the positive here? I think this person still has interest in you. But beyond wishful thinking, it doesn't look like they're doing a whole lot, all right? That's what I got for you. Leave me a like if you got something out of it, all right? Quiet. Pisces. Some other person are Pisces they're not talking with? Who is this person and what can we know? What can we know? I'd say that's too many cards. Let's use the Crow Tarot. Person that's not talking with Pisces. We have Queen of Swords reversed here. It says High Priestess. Again, the card of silence. Or someone that's silent to you. We have Ace of Swords here. And Moon, too. I'm going to take those as energies at the top. So this is suggestive here, Pisces, of a person that's thinking a lot about wanting to open up communication with you or discuss something with you, but they're kind of holding back. Tell us about this person that's holding back or thinking about Pisces a lot. How do they feel towards Pisces? They're unsure about something. We also have the King of Cups reversed. How do they feel towards Pisces? Good. So we have Four of Wands. Good. How else do they feel? So this person is wanting, or they are thinking about a connection with you. Four of Wands is very positive and favorable for that. And we have Eight of Wands. Both of those very strong. So what's positive here? This person sees high potential with you. The question is why they're not coming towards you. All right, something is holding them back. What? Tell us about this person that's not talking with Pisces. Why are they not talking with Pisces? So we have Tower and Six of Pentacles reversed. All right. How does the Six of Pentacles reverse relate to this person that's not talking to Pisces? So it's King of Wands reversed. All right. So this could have been a person, Pisces, that unfortunately just did not give you a lot in the connection, or it was in and out. The King of Wands, when it's reversed, is quite a negative card in the tarot. It can talk about a wide range of qualities that can be negative. I'm not saying that this person had every one of the negative qualities of the King of Wands. The question is what qualities they did have are going to be different from person to person, all right? This could be as simple as somebody that couldn't commit to something. One minute they stuck around for a couple of weeks, a couple of months, and then they left. For others of you, it could have been someone that you felt was a bit of a player, or you couldn't trust them. And with the Six of Pentacles reversed, it can also talk about one-sidedness, where you felt that you were putting in a lot more of the effort than they were, all right? And you kept on trying to even the playing fields, but irregardless of whatever you did, you could never get them to seem to kind of participate equally. It was always like, I'm doing a lot more. Can you also, be there for me for once? Maybe this person just didn't see it like that. All right. The Tower can suggest something that, there was a major disruption because of it. Like a blowout. Maybe you just got fed up with them. Didn't want to deal with it anymore. Now, there's one other thing I want to point out here. If you were in a situation where this was an ex-partner that you had a blowout for maybe the reasons I already said, but then you got back together, right? And then going forwards, you just weren't, it was like a Pisces that was holding back and wouldn't give this person much to work with. Why? Because maybe you didn't trust them or this and that. This person may have felt that it became one-sided and they didn't want to it stopped working. Because it's like, This creates that like common problem, I think, in relationships where things work really well. Somebody starts doing something that they, whether it's lying or maybe they just stop putting an effort, or their eyes wandering and they start, maybe they cheat with somebody or something like that. Well, after that, things are pretty much damaged between the both of you, right? But then if people try to reconcile with each other, it's like the problem with that is that the relationship just isn't the same after that. All right? And then one person starts holding back because the others, like, I can't really trust them now. Well, if you can't trust them, then you're not going to really participate in the connection, are you? You're not going to want to sleep with them, or maybe you're very selective when you will and you won't, and they have to meet the checklist. I don't know if it was one of those situations, because that's also possible to apply here. If that was a scenario that happened, this person may have felt that there was no point putting effort into this anymore. All right, so and it could be suggestive this person has concern around it being a problem. Like maybe you're just not going to want to play ball, even if they did come back in the picture. What can Pisces expect from this person? Says judgment, so that's favorable to you. What's going to change your mind? Says devil reversed, so that's also favorable. So this is a person that's essentially just trying to approach it from the standpoint, we'll just have a fresh start. We'll just have a fresh start and make it work and go from there. What is this, if this is the case, what is this person's biggest concern with the moon energy? It says the biggest concern is the lovers. If you guys still have a connection with each other. Why does this person think the lovers will be a problem? So it says 10 of Cups reversed. Well, there's really no point answering any more questions. Basically, this is a person with the 10 of Cups reversed, probably suggestive that they know that there's been some damage, or, you and them may be on different pages at this point, all right? In a perfect world, they just come back around, you guys would work it out, everything would be back to normal, and life would go on. But this is suggesting that this person's anticipating there's going to be some issues, and they're not really, I don't think they're really that confident that it's going to resolve or work out. All right. What's the positive here? The positive is this person does look at some sort of connection, and if that was the case, they would want to do it fast. All right. I don't think this is the person that really wants to waste another 5 years or couple years trying to figure out if you do or you don't want to have a connection with them. They want to know right off the bat, yes you do? Okay, let's get back together and go. That's the way they're looking at it. All right, there is some sort of impatience with this person. All right. The other issue with this Eight of Wands is because this King of Wands reverse can also, again, talk about somebody that would want to do this. Just start it and go. So if you're the type of Pisces that's going to be like, I think we should take it slow, this person's probably going to be like, nah, I'm not going to do that. All right? So, I don't know. This situation, honestly, Pisces, could go either way. I guess we'll just see what happens in the near future if this plays out for any of you. All right? But if this does, and you go along with it, I think it's honestly a 50-50 if it'll even last. All right? Thanks for watching, Pisces. That's all I got for you. All right? Maybe better just to kind of not deal with this. In my opinion, it kind of looks more like it wouldn't work. But then again, what do I know? All right? You are the last sign, so that's a wrap for today. Hope you guys enjoyed the reads. Leave a like if you did, or you can leave some feedback if you've got any suggestions for future videos. I do keep an eye out for those. All right? Again, thank you for anybody that watched the video. If you've made it to the end, love all of you, and I'll see you on the next one.